Today, we're going to be learning about how we can become a real estate investor with no money out of our pocket.
In the next 45 seconds, I'm going to show you how you can get started in real estate, doing deals, buying houses without cash, credit, and no experience. You don't even need a real estate license to do this.
That sales pitch sounds really familiar. Do you recognize where it's from? I think I remember. Let's see if it's from an infomercial a few years back.
In just a few years, I made a fortune. I have everything I ever wanted. You can do the same thing too. If you know my technique to make a fortune, you don't need a credit, you don't need money, you don't even need a college degree to get started. If you have a desire, get the guts, come to my seminar. Let me show you how.
It's Tom Vu, the legendary real estate investor. When I first started analyzing Guru ads, I thought to myself, how long can these ads be shown to gullible prospective customers? And then I remembered that Tom Vu used to run ads for his seminars, and you'll see that the sales pitches haven't changed at all. One thing that I've learned about Guru ads is the best strategy seems to be learning from what works in prior years and adapting the same sales copy to the new ad. No need to reinvent the wheel. Selling hopes and dreams of becoming a real estate investor isn't limited to little-known gurus. I found a well-known musician getting in the game of selling real estate riches.
And I want to show you how to do the same.
Hold on, is that Vanilla Ice?
As a thank you for visiting my site, we've put together a straight-up guide to getting rich with real estate. Put your name and email and get this off-the-hook training. You're going to learn how to invest rockstar style. Just put your name and email right now so you can pop your collar and make them holler.
Vanilla Ice has apparently been a house flipper for many years, and a few years ago, he jumped into the Guru game. Don't you want to live the rockstar lifestyle with cash money and Rolls Royces standing in front of a mansion? Notice that it's the same sales techniques used today.
With you, it's simple as a pimple. All you got to do is give your name, your email, and your phone number, and you can be living the dream like me as well.
If you've spent some time on YouTube and watched some real estate content, my guess is you've been pitched an opportunity to become a real estate investor with no money needed.
This app and this free training that I'm hosting lets you make recession-proof money in real estate, starting with no cash, credit, or any experience. You don't even need to have a real estate license to do this.
Are these sales pitches a scam? Are they trying to help you get rich quick? If you sign up for my training, then I'll show you how to get rich quick by avoiding the get rich quick schemes.
You need a real estate license. You need deep pockets. You can't flip houses. You don't have any money. Well, I'm about to show you how I flipped the house behind me using none of my own money, none of my own credit. I don't have a real estate license. I don't know anything about construction, and I was able to make good profit on this house in a very short amount of time.
Cody is a legend in the get rich in real estate without any resources game. Cody is a legitimate investor in Arizona, but he couldn't turn down the quick buck that comes with promoting get rich easy schemes.
Now let me ask you a quick question. What would an extra $22,000 do for you right now?
I'm in the mood to start making some money after watching these ads. $20,000 checks without any experience or money? Where can I sign up?
Now I just flipped a house using none of my own money, none of my own credit. I don't have a real estate license. I was able to do it from my cell phone and laptop during quarantine from the comfort of my own home.
He did say he used the cell phone and laptop, so you need something in order to get rich. I was hoping to find a system where I wouldn't even need my phone or a laptop, but this sounds like a scheme I can pursue.
Now, my name is Cody Sperber. I'm known as a clever investor, and for the last 15 years, I've been flipping thousands of houses using a simple 3-step system, and I can show you how to do it. So if you're interested and you've been wanting to get in the real estate business, but you don't have deep pockets, you don't have any connections, let me help you out.
Simple 3-step system. I keep getting hit with ads for other get-rich-easy schemes, but they involve 4 or 5-step systems. Anik Singhal from the video the other day had a 5-step system, so this new 3-step system definitely has my interest.
All right, hello there, and today we're going to talk about how to wholesale houses with no money.
We're talking about wholesaling real estate properties. Wholesaling is a legitimate business model and doesn't require money to get started. The reason why gurus run ads for wholesaling is because the reach is widest and it's the easiest model to sell. You tell me, what's easier to sell? I'm going to teach you a method where you'll need adequate amounts of reserves in cash, a 750 credit score, your real estate license, and the experience of general contractor work on residential properties. That's one sales pitch. Or You can be an idiot. You don't need a brain, you don't need money, and you don't even have to know your last name in order to get rich with my system. Let me be clear, I see nothing wrong with selling education. I've bought online courses before and thought it was worth the price. I've paid $18,000 for a coding bootcamp, which is online education. I thought the price was easily worth the value and recommend it to others.
I call it my automated investor system. You don't need to have any cash, you don't need to have any credit, you don't even have to have a real estate investor license to do this, and you certainly don't need any prior experience at all to do this.
The thing that annoys me about gurus selling wholesaling education is that wholesaling is arguably the most difficult endeavor within real estate. For those of you who don't know, wholesaling is agreeing to a purchase contract with the seller of a home at a certain price and then assigning that contract to a buyer at a higher price. The wholesaler keeps the spread. Wholesalers reach out to property owners directly looking for homeowners in distress. When they find one, their goal is getting a contract signed for them to purchase the house at, let's say, $100,000. They will then promote the house to their buyers list. When they find a flipper willing to purchase the property for more than $100,000, they will take both purchase and sale agreements to the title company and collect the difference.
You simply find houses using my app and connect them with people who are looking to buy those deals. Again, the app does it all.
One of my most popular videos is me explaining how I bought a fourplex investment property here in Vegas. I found that owner from marketing for off-market properties like wholesalers do. Around that time, I was also driving for dollars, which is where you basically drive around your city and look for properties that look abandoned or look like they need massive renovations. Thankfully, I was able to land a seller finance deal using the strategies wholesalers implement. I was able to sell the fourplex property for $50,000 more than I bought it for just 8 months after I purchased it. These wholesaling sales pitches aren't scams. Wholesaling is legit, and there are ways you can wholesale with very little money out of your pocket. The reason why these ads and sales pitches annoy me is because these gurus know full well that wholesaling is arguably the most difficult aspect of real estate investing. Here's the skills you need to wholesale: the ability to market for properties, the ability to sell a homeowner on selling their home to you for a massive discount. In order to get the right price, the wholesaler will need to have a pretty good estimate of renovation costs of a property. The wholesaler will also need to understand how to run comps and evaluate how much the house will sell for when the renovations are done. Yes, what the house will sell for, not what it is worth.
And today, I'm gonna show you a simple system that's gonna allow you to make $5,000, $10,000, or even $20,000 or more in the next 30 days using what I call the automated investor system.
Just like any other guru ad, everything is so easy, and I'll show you how to make tens of thousands of dollars in the next 30 days. There are outliers who make money wholesaling. There are outliers who get a check within 30 days of learning about wholesaling, but a majority of people do not last in wholesaling. And when they start promising that you will sign up for the class and learn how to make this much money all within 30 days is where the ad starts to tip into the scammy territory of get-rich-quick claims. Hopefully, if you watch enough of my videos, you can start understanding every sales pitch being presented, but most people are not sophisticated enough to understand what they're being sold. That's why these gurus can make so much money with the ClickFunnels sales funnel model. I run a popular real estate meetup here in Vegas, and a majority of people who enter into this world of learning about wholesaling do not last more than a month. And thankfully, most of them haven't spent money on a course. They've learned the game from people in the game and realized how challenging it really is. It's not for everyone. Yes, you can technically find a property to wholesale without any money. Here's a fun exercise. Go ask the people selling these get-rich-easy schemes how much money they spend every month on marketing. I can tell you that these gurus are spending $10,000 to $50,000 per month hunting for deals. They'll sell the dream that all you need is a phone and a laptop. Meanwhile, they're spending your yearly salary every month on marketing. Do as I say, not as I do.
I want you to use this system to create your stimulus check over and over with consistency every month, with no boss, whenever and wherever you want. You are in total control the entire time. You don't have anything to lose whatsoever. You don't need any cash. You don't need any credit, right? I'm gonna show you how I did this when I was bankrupt.
These gurus aren't selling this program to established investors looking to learn a new trick. That's not where the money is made. The money is made selling to people who don't have money, have bad credit, and want to get rich quick so they can escape their current position in life. These gurus aren't selling a scam, but they aren't being totally honest either. What generally happens with the outlier case of someone getting a wholesale deal without money out of their pocket is they get one deal, but it isn't a sustainable system. If you're going to compete with the big dogs, you're going to need to be spending multiple thousands every month on marketing and software and or VAs. It's great when people get their first deal. It can be life-changing, but it can also be very damaging if people leave their job thinking deals are coming every month with no marketing spend. My goal by the summer of 2021 is to have a marketing operation running for finding deals, basically what wholesalers do, but I will be spending money. The no money down approach takes a lot of time and energy.
He said, Dave, I would love to get started. This all sounds great, but I don't have any money. Where do I start? So I looked at Jim and I said, Jim, do you have a credit card right now? And he said, yes, I have a MasterCard. I said, Jim, why don't you go into my course back there? I want you to buy my course, and I want
Dave Delgado, the infomercial legend, teaching us how to manipulate people into buying a program they can't afford. For some people, joining one of these programs is a great decision. Regardless of what the ad says, if you want to succeed, you're going to need money, you're going to need time, you're going to need or have to be interested in developing all of the skills mentioned earlier: negotiation, sales, marketing, understanding how to run comps, and understanding how to evaluate a renovation project. These guru ads aren't going to mention what is actually needed because that would whittle the prospective customers to a very little number. Learning how to find properties is a huge skill to have if you want to get in the real estate game. My goal is to find my next primary residence from off-market campaigns and to hopefully land a few seller finance deals by the end of 2021. If you're someone who's thinking about getting into the real estate game, I'd recommend attending YouTube University for a while before buying a course. Pace Morby is, in my opinion, the best real estate educator on YouTube, but there's plenty of people with awesome guidance. If you're someone who doesn't have money and is interested in wholesaling, I would recommend figuring out how to have enough money to buy software because that at least gives you a puncher's chance to make it. I've become good friends with Jesse, the founder of Batch Leads. That's the software that I'll be using, and it's definitely a lot easier than what I used to be doing, which was handwriting direct mail letters at 4:30 a.m. before going to work. That took way too much time and energy, and it costs money buying lists and mail pieces anyway. I run a meetup here in Vegas. I think attending meetups that have no sales pitches or speakers is the best way to go if you're a beginner. You'll learn more for free than from any of these gurus courses. If your city doesn't have meetups, start one. Best of luck. Thanks so much for watching.